So the first match is the Legion of Doom with Paul Ellering and Rocco against Money Inc. with Jimmy Hart. Now let's talk about Rocco to start with. That blooming doll that Paul Ellering carried around.
It's scary, yeah.
It was awful. It was just like it made Legion of Doom a children's act rather than these sort of tough ass kickers.
Because obviously we would have never seen it live, obviously, because it would have been tiny to see, yeah. But
Yeah, but it was on TV in the build up to that as well. Because after they
but
lost the titles to Money Inc., they actually they actually had some footage with Paul Ellering and the Legion of Doom rediscovering their roots. They visited an old home. They found Rocco the doll, and Paul Ellering thought this was the key to their revival.
oh my god, yeah. Whose idea was that? I don't know whose idea that was.
Well, I'll tell you whose idea it wasn't, and that was Hawk. He absolutely hated it.
Oh god, they went along with it though.
Well, this is the thing. This is the last we see of Legion of Doom for a while in its current form, because there were a lot of issues with Hawk at the time. Obviously, he was unhappy with the creative direction and the Rocco puppet, but also there were issues with his addictions as well.
And obviously that story from Animal saying when he was on the motorbike, he was like intoxicated, wasn't he? He was
That's
drunk at the
right.
time.
Yeah, yeah. So they drive in with these impressive gold spike pads and they shoulder pads, and they come in on
Yeah.
these motorcycles. But apparently, Hawk was intoxicated when he rode to the ring, which is not so good, is it? Drunk driving in front of 80,000 people.
But yeah, but Animal said that he's surprised how well he did for someone who's because he must have had obviously it was bad, but obviously he must have somehow he must have had the strength to carry it on. You
Hmm.
know,
Well, the match does work, but I think that's in spite of Hawk rather than because of him. I think you got two seasoned veterans in Irwin R. Schyster, our hero Bray Wyatt's dad, and you've got Ted DiBiase, the $1 million man. These are two highly experienced wrestlers who know all the fundamentals now to carry a match. And I think they were just working over Hawk, like doing like different holds on him, so that all the Hawk had to do was just lay there while they did those things to him. And then obviously Animal was so when they tagged him in, he could do his power moves. The ending is very interesting on this one. They go for a doomsday device, and Hawk climbs up the turnbuckle, but then one of them, I can't remember which one it was now, one of Money Inc. breaks it up, but then the match ends with Animal doing a power slam rather than the Doomsday device. So they obviously didn't trust Hawk to actually go up on the turnbuckle and deliver the move. He was that out of it. That's how I read it anyway.
it's a shame, but luckily they were in the ring with two old guards. Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, the match was okay and it did work and the crowd were really into it. But like I say, that a lot of that was down to DiBiase and Schyster really, or Mike Rotundo to use his real name.
obviously, and obviously it was hard for Animal because he had to put up with it because he couldn't wrestle if Hulk wasn't well enough, he couldn't because he couldn't be a tag team if his other partner's not fit enough to wrestle.
Mm. I mean, in the upcoming months, there was a big clear out of some big names like Hawk went, Kerry Von Erich went, Ultimate Warrior went, even Davey Boy. The two of the people in the main events ended up leaving, which is quite remarkable, really. And like I say, this was around the time where there was lots of controversy over steroids, so you can see why they kind of got rid of those people. What did happen was, I don't know if you remember this, after Hawk left, they did actually carry on the Legion of Doom, or they did promos for it anyway. They had Paul Ellering with Rocco again, Animal, and Crush. Crush was Animal's tag team partner, and they called themselves the Legion of Doom. I think that was
Oh,
mainly for house shows. We didn't see them wrestle on TV, but they did promos on TV for the house shows.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. But like I said, that was a short-lived thing.